Hi, I'm Ian Curtis from Real Time Government's Department of Media, and we're here again for one more episode tonight of Real Time Rewind. And we have Drew Penny, Blake Grant, and Wall here for one last episode today. And on this episode, um, Penny, Grant, and I will debate on Al-Apu, which is the terrorist group that has taken over a lot of the Middle East, and what we think the best case scenario, the best course of intervention is in the Middle East, if any. So, yeah. So I think Wall's gonna moderate, right?
Yep.
All right.
Alright. The first one is to Grant, because I know he's going to like this question. If you were president right now, what would the first thing you do to combat Al-Apu be?
Okay, if I was president at the beginning of this term, which I should have been, the first thing I would have done as soon as Al-Apu would have happened, I would have immediately sent airstrikes to the major cell areas that they lived in. I would bomb the living shit out of them until not a single one lived in a 10-mile radius. And then I would have sent in ground troops just like Desert Storm and the Gulf War, and it would have been over in 2 months' time. And, not government time. It would have been over in 2 months' time. There would have been no terrorist cells left. And then we just send in ground troops, make sure that every single terrorist was dead. And if they're not, we're going to shoot them out with AR-15. And it would have been simple as that.
Except the Desert Storm didn't work, and we're still stuck in the Middle East all these years later. I mean, in the end, long-term Desert Storm didn't work.
Okay? Alright, so here's my point, okay? We did nothing immediately after they bombed America. I wouldn't stick to that. Right here I have in my hand for a Twin Tower World Trade Center quarter in remembrance of 9/11, okay? We wouldn't be having this if we'd have struck when we needed to, and they threatened us more than once. But yet we waited because we had people in real life that didn't want to do anything to the terrorist group, and they didn't trust that they were going to do anything.
You're assuming that George Bush didn't do 9/11, though.
Grant, weren't you vice president when that attack on the Twin Towers happened? Why couldn't you help do anything?
Okay, I was the vice president during 1/6 epidemic, and the reason why I wasn't allowed to do anything is because DeGenova insistently said that we should not attack media. I was a strong advocate. You can ask Penny, because I complained and I ranted to him, to Brooks, to Goldberg, and many others about how we should have attacked immediately. But DeGenova consistently said that we should not attack immediately.
Okay.
I had no power in the same.
Alright, this is for Curtis. Why didn't you, hold down Al-Apu in its early stages when they did the school shootings during your term?
Well, I think it's important to say that those at the time were isolated events, and I did everything I could to help out the victims and send in FBI and CIA and the National Guard to help protect
But you never
those
paid
people.
for the hostages.
I didn't pay for the hostages because it's ridiculous, and they're our allies. Well, Mexico, we're on neutral terms with, at least, and they disagreed to just hand them over, so we eventually had to go in and take him out, but that scenario was all deleted. I think that the best case scenario now to take down Al-Apu would be to isolate them economically and to join an anti-Al-Apu coalition in which no one would negotiate trade with them, do anything with them, and try and take hostages from their terrorist group, and try and from the inside take over their leaders.
Okay. This is for Penny. If Al-Apu were to abduct an RTG politician, which you never know, they might do soon, what would you do?
Hint, hint.
Okay, well, obviously, we've had this kind of scenario before.
Yeah.
You've gotten shot before.
And then they
Alright, but But in all seriousness,
How you doing, Peg Leg? How you doing, Peg Leg? Oh, poor little penny. He's got a penny Peg Leg, copper Peg Leg.
okay, if Al-Apu had abducted not just a politician, just had abducted anyone, I'd do anything to get him back, obviously. No matter what it was, I'd do anything to get him back unharmed.
Would you get a war? Would you go to war with Al-Apu for that, even if it's one person? But you just said you would do anything, didn't you?
I won't go to war.
Wait a minute.
Would you
Mu-
go to war?
By any means necessary, you would do anything to gain back an American
and
citizen.
then
but
you
yet
went
you
right
won't go
back
to
on
war
that.
with the exact people that took him.
I won't go to war with them.
You don't consider that trading yourself against America?
What?
You don't consider that going against America by trying to fight for one of its citizens? What you just said doesn't matter to me. I don't care about him. It's one person compared to a whole other group of terrorists. You value terrorist lives more than American citizens. Is that what you said?
No, but I won't go to war with them over an American citizen.
I think us staying in peace is more valuable than one American life. I mean, I'll defend Penny on this. I think that ideally, we don't spill a drop of blood over this. We just try and cut them off and make them trip themselves in a
What are
way.
they going to do?
But
What are
those
they
are
gonna
very...
do?
Wait.
The exact same thing that American citizens did as soon as Cuba had an embargo.
Canada.
Sorry for miswording. They go to Puerto Rico, they get Cuban cigars and candles sent over to Puerto Rico and then sent to Americans. Simple as that. They can do that kind of thing. We can't just shut them out from all American product. What you have to do is you have to take the fight to them, regain our American citizen back by any means necessary. They are savages. They do nothing to help this world.
I think you're just talking about the leaders, though. You're talking about the leaders, not the civilians. That's a small group of people compared to saying, oh yeah, we have to carpet bomb Gaza or wherever they're holding, and in turn kill thousands of innocents. I mean, I think that taking out a terrorist organization is important, but I don't think that it. I think that we can take it down without killing anybody that we don't need to.
So you think?
But they've already killed Americans.
Yeah,
Exactly.
which really
Exactly. They have had more than one ground attack on American soil.
which is exactly why they don't need any more. We don't need to. We don't need to.
Shit out of them.
Just because.
They took 25 American lives in India. So we should take thousands of innocent lives in the Middle
Well,
East.
You took over 3,000 lives with your airstrikes.
Here's how you deal with radical Islamic terrorists. You kill them, keep on killing them until you kill the last one, then you kill his pet goat.
Why the fuck would you kill a pet goat?
That's fuck, buddy.
I only killed 200.
Yes, but 5. It was like 3,000 plus Al-Apu members.
Yeah,
You're
well,
good.
I think that.
they're not innocent civilians. They're not innocent by any means.
Not my civilians, not my problem.
I think not my country, not my problem would be a more useful term here because I mean it isn't our country and it shouldn't be our problem, but it is our problem because we made the whole scenario worse thanks to the Gulf War, thanks to the Iraq War, thanks to Afghanistan, and now ISIS. So I think that
We would have
ideally,
started out with a small scale attack with ground troops. This would not have turned into the war that it's become now. But we have a problem, and we have a rampant, raging group of savages running around the world doing what they want, killing who they want, by any means necessary, run by a religion that tells them in 109 verses of the Quran.
We're just about done here on site. We're just about done here. So, I'll encourage you to go check out our Instagram page at Real Time.